Alright, let's do a quick overview of what I did yesterday off camera. The first thing I did is I attached the studs to the cart I'm going to mount this to. I added the monitor mount. This is where the computer is going to sit on those. Let's see here. I added the e-stop. I'm also going to be putting the VFD on this side here because this is going to be facing the front, and that way I can see where the actual numbers on the VFD are compared to this, what's supposed to be. Make sure everything is working right. And then I've got everything mounted inside. So today is the dreaded part. Now I have to solder up all these. I'm not going to be soldering up the limit switches yet because I don't have any. I haven't decided which ones I want, so these will be not done. And these two I can do at any time. So I'm just going to solder up what I can, and then do all the wiring. So what I'm planning on doing is I plan on actually soldering each one and then running them around to where they have to go, and vice versa. So like a lot of these are going to be really short runs, so I did that kind of on purpose. These ones are only going to have basically only go across, like they won't really have very much length. It's just going to be probably like an inch of wire and then the two connectors and just boom 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 boom, done. So yeah, that's about it for that, and I'll find a way to set up the camera so you can watch me work. the power light on the stepper controller. Now I just need to find my multimeter. There it is. And now we have to confirm voltages. First we're going to confirm the AC. So we'll Alright. Just a second. Alright. Let's test the DC now. So negative, positive. Got 24 on that. Need to adjust that one slightly. Okay. There's the pot. These pots are very sensitive. There we go. Yeah. Yow. Huh. That was weird. I think that power supply is defective. Well, time to power it off. Okay, what happened is when I was adjusting it, I pushed the pot too hard and it actually, I don't know if you can see it, but that part of the metal made contact with there, and that's what made the popping sound. Other than that, it looks like it's okay, so I'm going to wire it back in and see what happens. There we go. Got it all back in place. Now just to rewire it. Luckily I was smart enough to label them as I took them off. Let's see, that's neutral. So, that done. And then once I do this, I'll plug it back and just make sure it still lights up. Alright. It's all secure. Let's light this back up. See what happens. I got 3 green lights. I think we're good. Alright, so I'm going to take a little break, probably do a little bit of stuff off camera just to get things going because the camera gets in the way of a lot of this, so I'm going to work on that a bit and then I'll bring you all back in a minute. Well, a moment for you, it'll probably be like an hour or so for me. Alright, let's do a little Blair Witch cam here. So this is basically the final product. Got it mounted on the tool chest. Seems to be holding up pretty well. I did notice I screwed up when I had the smoke test. It did more than I thought it did. It actually fried my Mach 3 controller. So I can't run anything right now. I did check everything wire-wise and all the wires seem to look good. But I wanted to be able to move this little plate for you here, but I'm not going to be able to do that today. What I will do is once I get the new controller, luckily they're like 30 bucks on Amazon, so it's not that big of a deal. But once I get that in, I'll install that in the box here. Here, I'll show you. We'll install that into the box. See, I already have it disconnected from the plate. I just haven't pulled the wires out. I'm just going to do a one-for-one wire swap. And once I get that done, then I hope to show you some movement on that servo. And until then, probably a little break in this project. Unfortunately, due to the fact I already started, I disconnected the VFD over there, so for the time being this machine's dead until I get it fully converted. I'm also going to plan on replacing this aviation plug because this thing always backs off. I'm going to try to replace it with one of those other Canon plugs I bought, and we'll see what happens. Sorry about the noise. Neighbors doing some work on their house. So the next video will probably be me going over a welder I have. Here's the box, and there's the welder right there. And let's see here. How do I flip this? There we go. So for the time being, this is what I'm going to do, and I will talk to y'all later. Have a good one.